What's up, gang? Welcome back to DizDad TV. On today's episode, we're back with another reaction video as we check out the Marvel and Disney Plus series Loki. This is season 2 and the premiere episode. If you want to check out my reactions for any of the Marvel or Star Wars content, I actually have the last couple episodes of Ahsoka recorded and just gotta get those edited and put up on the channel. Hopefully I have those up soon if you've been watching along with me on that series. Or if you're in a theme park, Imaginary, you can find all those videos on the homepage of the channel. Links in the description below as well. Appreciate you all checking that out. Oh man, I am looking forward to this series. I think this is going to be a wild, wild ride. If it's anything like season 1, which was wild in its own sense, just based on the trailer for this season, it looks like they've upped that tenfold. No idea what to expect from the second season of Loki, but we're looking forward to it. I enjoyed the first season. Really well done series. Rankings with these Disney Plus shows is tough for me because they tend to fluctuate, based on when I watch the series or if I go back and rewatch and see some things, and moods and thoughts change. But Loki is typically that top 1-2 slots of the Disney Plus series, maybe 3, kind of depending on my mood again, based on what I've watched recently. But it's one of the better, well done series on Disney Plus, I think, to this point. I don't think too much debate on that, but what I'm expecting for this season, again, I think just a lot of fun, craziness. I think we're all going to have a lot of questions on what the heck is happening throughout this season. And I'm looking forward to that. I kind of like going into it not knowing what to expect. I think big questions for me, maybe like one question is, do we see this season kind of not wrap things up, but start to coalesce some of the stories we've gotten? I know in the MCU, the film series, we've had this multiverse and different timelines and all that's kind of broached in different films, but it's all been kind of different, never in the same fashion. So I don't know if they're going to use this second season to start, again, coalescing these different stories together in some fashion as we build up to Avengers Kang Dynasty, which is still several films and years away at this point with the strikes. Who knows how long at this point, but I hope we get some sense of all this kind of fitting together, all these different multiverse stories kind of fitting together. That's what I'm kind of looking for out of the season. And just having fun in general. I think based off the first season, it was really well done. Don't expect anything less out of this second season. Lots of great characters and performances from that first season, and I hope we get more of that in season 2. Again, we left off season 1, chaos, timeline in flux, multiple branches everywhere. He Who Remains initially killed, but we know he's come back just based off the statues there at the TVA. And looking forward to everything in store with this second season of Loki. So all that being said, let's just go ahead and check out season 2, episode 1 of Loki. There he is in all his glory. All right, so this is picking up, but immediately after season 1 then.
I don't know you.
It's wild. Now what? Whoa! Ooh. What did he land in? It's like a delivery truck. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Oh, it's Casey. Oh, look out! Oh gosh! Is that self-help he's listening to?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
We're fine. We're all good here, right? Warning. Oh no. Oh, is she dead?
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Oh gosh. Oh man, destroying the floor. No, on that logo.
Casey. Have we met each other? Casey, help me.
Yeah, nobody knows him. What was that? Where did he end up? Oh, is he in the same room?
Wait, no.
Oh, look at the crack in the floor.
Has it always been there?
The crack? It's been there as long as I can remember. Chrono Bay 3. So,
Is he gone?
Loki?
Oh, it's wild. We're like, what, 2 minutes in? Already crazy. 2 minutes in, already. I love it though. It looks like he's jumping past and present and future, I guess.
Now what?
Oh, look at that timeline.
Everything you've been doing is wrong, and all your gods are dead. How are people gonna take that?
Loki was just here looking for you.
Loki's here?
Okay. So we're back in the present now? Or this present?
He looked like he was in pain.
Maybe Miss Minutes can locate him.
Is that the best idea?
One of these calling your name, Mobius?
I don't know about calling. Maybe gently whispering.
We said this season 1, like at some point we're gonna see him on a jet ski, right? Like we have to see that at some, even if it's just for a moment. It's gotta happen at some point.
In the war room. Wonder what that's about. Huh?
Alright, that guy seems like an ass. Poor Casey. I wonder if he still has the Infinity Stones in his desk. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. That was a little freaky. Casey's got a heart attack. I think we all do after that. Oh, man.
What's the mood like in there?
Apparently not good. Gosh, that is wild. Is he back with them or is he somewhere else? Oh wow, look at that. Oh, that was cool. Oh, what do I know her from?
Into the microphone, Hunter. We are doing this by the book and on the record.
This is very interesting. Oh, this is cool. So he's in that same room. Is he in the past or the future, though?
You are quite a marvel.
Nice choice of words there.
You made a difference in this war. Thank you for being on my team.
Oh, is this like in the past? Before the TVA was created?
Always.
Professor Rinsley, you are quite a marvel. I will be proud to lead with you.
Okay, yeah, so that would have been the TVA creation, wouldn't it? Back when he was fighting all the variants in the first multiversal war, I guess.
You had a life on the timeline. And so did you.
I like her character. She got a lot more screen time the last couple episodes and a lot more pieces to play. I like seeing her included more here.
Are you seeing this? Robot head on the table?
The sky is falling.
I'm sorry, Hunter. If we don't protect it,
Is that guy dead?
You've made your position clear, Hunter.
It's a great scene.
Tell the TVA to stop pruning, effective immediately.
Oh, gosh.
You know me. Hey, help me. Hey, what just happened? Just a moment ago.
Yeah, what did this happen?
A moment ago, you didn't know me.
stand down!
Oh, he lives. Oh, so yeah, so he was back in the past before the formal TVA creation. Covered all that up.
The timekeepers are fake, but their warnings were real. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
It's kind of weird. She's like, what are you guys doing?
Malevolence, more violence, more war, more of him. They're coming. They're all coming.
You came to kill.
A whole lot of Kangs.
And she kicked me through a time door.
Well, I'd ask who won, but
It was a draw.
both kicked each other through.
That is what we know. War.
Has that always been there?
Is no past TVA. Time doesn't work
But
like
it
that
does
here.
now because it's happening to me.
It's impossible.
It's possible now. Oh, gosh. That looks painful.
What is it? How does it look?
It looks. I mean, how does it feel?
Nice.
It's not that bad.
Really? I mean, it look that bad, but we definitely gotta get you some help. They call Miss Minutes. What?
Probably not the best idea.
Yeah, let's swing you by repairs and advancement. Come on. They'll have
Yeah, I'm curious. Was that mural there the whole time? Have we seen that before? All those Kangs fighting?
You just disappeared. I can't keep looking at it because it's horrible. It's terrible. It looks like you're being born or dying or both at the same time. It's okay. It's okay. Really painful.
These two are great together. She won't say anything. What does that lunch sign say? Minimize chit chat.
Is I was in the.
Limit your lunch to 17 minutes.
What's his name?
That's how I was introduced.
Pretty arrogant. It's like calling yourself last man standing.
Yes.
I have no memory of having my memory wiped.
This is like peak Owen Wilson right now. Where are they going? This is like the depths of the TVA, isn't it?
Oh, hey, welcome to RNA.
Oh, hey, look who it is. It's quite an entrance.
Loki, I want to introduce you to.
He doesn't remember, does he?
Believe it or not, he was my last visitor.
Reunited. 400 years.
That's crazy. Nobody goes down there, apparently.
What other guys?
What other guys?
Just over just
Loki. Oh, wow.
No sleep.
Oh, are those like those little bank shoot things?
I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
So how's the team doing up there?
Pretty great. Yeah, I mean,
Not so good.
you know about the timekeepers and that's what's been happening.
Wow, time slipping.
Wait,
Oh, time slipping. Okay, we've got a term for it.
Yeah,
can you fix that?
no.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
Yeah, I'm having trouble reconciling that.
Thank you.
Do I know you?
Yes, in the future. Well, it's your future. My present.
Wait, so he's back in the past. Well, his past.
I've been time slipping in the TVA.
It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
But you just saw it happen.
Yeah, I'm having trouble reconciling that. Wait. No.
Oh, he's remembering.
How did I not remember that?
Wait, is he talking to you in the past and you're just now remembering it?
Wow, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense, but it doesn't. That's wild.
I was just with you in the future.
I think I will remember that.
Yes, but
You will.
It sure would be more convenient if we were having this conversation in the future and this were the past.
we were.
I got it.
Is he gonna build one? Of course.
Can you hold on to that until my friend Mobius drops by?
No,
Yeah, just for a few hundred years.
I actually do have an extractor here.
Oh, is it right there? This seed is brilliant.
That kind of temple energy will peel the skin right off you.
Wait, I thought you said not too bad, and now you're talking about me getting my skin peeled off of me?
Oh,
Violently rip myself from every thread of time and space. All at once.
that means prune yourself.
Of course.
Of course, just that easy.
Yeah.
Won't hurt a bit.
What, you'd rather be atomically disassembled and never reassembled
Then to
again?
have your skin ripped off?
Yes, and then at least you get...
Oh, this is so good.
The branching's overloading the temporal loop.
We're seeing so much of the TVA in this episode. I love it.
It's a detailed index of every mechanical classification.
Oh, nice catch. I would love to have one of those books.
This piece just came off right here. Is that important? I think.
Probably important. The TVA looks fantastic on screen. Again, they've been walking through so many hallways and sets and elevators and rooms. And every room just looks fantastic on screen. It's behind that door.
Timeline.
Oh wow, look at that. And now the choice of where temporal looms. So like they're literally weaving, I guess, time into the sacred timeline.
Never seen it like this.
Great choice of words there, and this symbolism and scenery is perfect.
We need to prune those extra branches.
That means the death of countless people. We can't do that.
Yeah, she's not doing that anymore.
But first, Mobius to fix Loki's time slip. Loki, this time is sinking.
He looks thrilled.
And Mobius will lose all of his skin. Okay. You've got about 5 minutes. Anyway.
This character is great.
Where are you going? Silly dogs.
No! We have one shot at this.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes.
When I use this thing, I might not make it.
Still creeps me out seeing that. Now, where is he at in the timeline? You hear alarms blaring. Something's going on. Oh, he's in the future now. How far in the future, though, is the question.
And hoof it back to the moment I tell you to.
Well, how the hell am I gonna hoof it in this?
You got to.
Yeah.
Is this cracked?
Yes. We're just going to tape it up. You'll be fine.
Ready to see some hoofing like you've never seen before.
Okay.
He's like, okay. It's crazy. It's like time ripping away at his suit. Eventually his skin. Oh, wow. It's been a really good episode so far. Where is a time stick when you need one? Oh, look at that. All the timelines coming together, pruning every single one of them. I guess they're looming them, or trying to, into one. But the loom's still not shut down. It's in critical. So he must not be in the too distant future. It's like going fishing. Oh, time's up. Is that a phone ringing?
You have 30 seconds.
Ominous red button and the phone ringing. You gonna answer? Is it, what's his name? Tank from The Matrix?
3.
Oh, look at his suit peeling away. Better hoof it like you never hoofed before. Oh, there's no way he's making it like that. Answer the phone. Oh, is it Sylvie? Oh, is he getting pruned? Who's behind him? Oh, is he coming out? Oh god, here he comes. Oh yeah. Nice. Nick of time. Skin intact? Yep. Yeah, these guys are ready for war, aren't they?
All this for Sylvie?
Yep.
I don't buy it.
Come prepared. Whew, man. That was a good episode. Oh, so much fun. I'm pretty sure there will be a post-credits. I'm going to scan through here really quick and see, because I know there was one in each of season 1. Broxton, Oklahoma, 1982. Kind of a random place. Oh, is this a McDonald's? Poor guy's like, what's up with this chick?
Not squirrel, not possum, not rats. Something that's already dead and nothing with a face.
Well, you can try our new chicken McNuggets.
New chicken McNuggets. She sees everybody having a seemingly normal life.
I want to try everything.
Okay.
It's a great line. Is that it? That was so good. That was so good. I mentioned at the top, I expected nothing but wild, crazy things. And we got it this episode. That was total insanity. Loved every minute of it. I feel like I was able to follow along for the most part. You know, what was happening. They did a pretty decent job of explaining, through the story. It didn't just come out and say, hey, this is what's happening. We were kind of left guessing and wondering what's going on with Loki. There's some clues there, as he was jumping between past, present, future. That was really well done. It's kind of freaky though, the whole, was it time slipping they called it? That was really wild, but that was a lot of fun. I love that they picked up again from season 1 and just kind of continue that. So we didn't have a major time jump, for lack of a better term. One thing that I was concerned about going back to season 1, and it was evident in this episode, I thought, because really the best thing about season 1 was Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston and their characters, Loki and Mobius, and that relationship that really kind of carried season 1. And it was kind of disconcerting the end of season 1, when Mobius didn't know him. I wanted to see those two still have that friendship. So to see it it was very organic how it worked out. So, there were still moments here where they didn't know him, but they worked it out story-wise where they had those moments that they still connected. And then by the end, Loki's back in the current timeline with Mobius, who knows him and what's happening. So I like that we're going to see those two still working together and not going to spend all season trying to figure out who's who and who's doing what, all this. So I'm glad to see that, because this was again, the two of them, there's lots of good moments from this episode, but the two of them together is just perfect. Owen Wilson, I like Owen Wilson. He can be an acquired taste. There are some things it gets kind of grating on me a little bit. But I feel like this is one of the better things he's done. I love him in this role. I think I even said in the reaction, it's like peak Owen Wilson. Like it's him just based on his mannerisms and his speech and his delivery. And it was perfect. You've seen that Owen Wilson in film, but I think here, balanced against Loki, it's perfect. I just loved seeing the back of them. I laughed a lot this episode. I don't know about you all, but I laughed a lot. Even though this isn't a comedy, the two of them together it's funny. I just got a kick out of it. And it's nice too, because you're balancing those laughs, excuse me, balancing those laughs with what's on screen, where it's a lot of serious things happening. And kind of the tone of what's happening is very serious. It's like multiverse changing what's happening. But you've got these two characters that you can have these lighthearted moments. And even when they threw, OB in there, great to see him in this series, and the perfect character. I'll talk a little more about characters in a few minutes, but plenty of good interactions between the two of them. And then, again, even OB, that whole scene was so well done. But I mentioned we got to see a lot of the TVA this episode, which is really cool. We saw a decent amount in the first season, but I feel like this episode, we really, just through the course of the episode itself, it wasn't like, oh, here's this room. It was kind of like, as they were going to that repair and advancements or whatever that was, where OB was, but going through the various elevators and the hallways, and it was almost like we were getting a chance to explore the TVA just via the story. It was kind of a nice backdrop, and everything looks great. I love, the whole TVA. It's like they've got all this technology, but it's like aesthetic wise, it's like stuck in early 1970s. But it's perfect, and everything, from clothes, all the sets, the appearance and everything. I love everything about it. I love that whole aesthetic anyway. But to see it, they really went all out. I feel like this episode, even the first season they did too, but some really big, especially OB's, the scale of his room, what you would call that, a warehouse or his office. But everything they put on screen, I thought looked fantastic. The whole time slipping of Loki, that effect was really interesting. It's kind of freaky and scary in moments as he popped up, nice little jump scares as he popped up in various scenes. So that was really interesting. And one thing we saw in the first season, and we saw again here, obviously Mobius and Loki are like the characters, but I think there's several unique characters, Renslayer, which I'm sure we're going to see her again at some point, but it seems like every character they put on screen in this is so unique. And we saw it, even Casey, it was just a bit part in this, but it was kind of cool to see him back, but he's kind of a unique personality. We met a couple new ones. Was it K15 or K5? I can't remember his ID number, but those two new characters there in the war room, the ones that are going after Sylvie, those are kind of interesting. So I'm sure we're going to dive more into those as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. It was kind of everything I'd want about picking up from season 1 and really kind of setting the stage. We got a bunch of time jumping. We've got some hints of potentially what is to come. Loki going back in time, also into the future. But when he goes back in time, he kind of sees, He Who Remains, Kang, the initial creation of the TVA, early remnants, of the multiversal war with his variants. And not that was covered up, but that was kind of like he used the TVA as his backdrop. So, and then Loki goes in there and, disintegrates that wall. So they see that there. But yeah, I love this. You guys, what did you think of this episode? It was a lot of fun. Really curious where they go from here. The whole McDonald's scene with Sylvie there. I think even the trailer, I think there's an episode of her working at McDonald's. I'm sure we're not done with McDonald's just yet. But I love that she ended up, and forgive me if you're in Oklahoma, I've never heard of this place or no idea where it is, but I love that she ended up in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. That was in 1982. And I assume that was a personal choice just to go in the most random place she could, the most innocuous place that no grand things are probably expected to happen. No cataclysmic events, I hope, on her part, as typical where she ends up. But seemingly just trying to find somewhere that she can just fit in. I loved her phrase there, I'll take one of everything. I think she said, I'll take it all. I forget the exact terminology, but as she's watching the various customers there in the restaurant and kind of taking it on, because, going back to season 1 and that final, the episodes that she had with Loki, kind of interaction, and she hasn't been able to have a life for however many years she's been on the run. So I'm gonna be interested to see. Again, we saw in the trailer, we know that she and Loki are gonna come face to face, and we saw her there in the TVA at the very tail end, pulling out the elevator. So which version of Sylvie is that? And then who prunes Loki? That's kind of like the big question, I think, from this episode. It's like, Dallas, who shot JR from Dallas back in the day in the 80s? From this one, who pruned Loki? Like, there should be a t-shirt. I don't know who that would have been. I don't think it would have been somebody in the TVA. So is it somebody else that's time jumping? Could it be another version of Sylvie that could have done that? Could it be? I have no clue. That's my best guess. Is it's somebody else that maybe knows Loki, but maybe was trying to help him. Maybe it was Renslayer. I don't know. I couldn't really get a glimpse of who was behind him in that hallway. It's kind of dark back there. And obviously we know Loki didn't do it himself because he saw Sylvie, so that would have been an impetus to stay and kind of talk to her. But time was running out, obviously. But yeah, all around super interesting episode. Everything on screen looked fantastic. All the different bits and moments. Again, the sets, the scenery, there's a lot of darkness to this episode, which I kind of like. And all the characters, the writing was great, and I really enjoyed this. And looking forward, I hope this continues, obviously, for the rest of this season. Really looking forward to seeing how they build on this, what this means. Obviously, I'm sure we're going to see Kang again at some point. When that is, how that factors in. All these timelines, kind of, I guess time in general is fracturing. We've got the loom there they've got to get worked out at TVA. And gonna be, I think, a really interesting second episode and season of season 2. So all that being said, I appreciate you guys, as always, for joining me in this reaction. And definitely looking forward to episode 2. And until then, I will see you guys next time for season 2, episode 2 of Loki.